Assumptions make or break your business. So here are 5 steps you can take to make sure that your assumptions are working for you and your business and not against you. Now the thing is, we're making assumptions the whole time, but we're just not aware of what those assumptions are. And so they can inadvertently trip us up. And the reality is that these assumptions, they do impact our business. In fact, they impact so much of our life. They impact our stress and our well-being, how you show up as a leader, how you negotiate. They impact how the products and services that you create. And of course, all of these assumptions then impact the bottom line of your business. So I want you to imagine for a moment that Steve Jobs had assumed that everyone was just really happy with the existing technology and that they didn't need these sleek, super user-friendly devices. Or indeed, imagine that Elon Musk had thought that electric cars would just remain a real fringe idea rather than becoming mainstream. So what we would see is that these two industries would be completely different and their businesses would be too. So I work with visionary founders who really want to challenge the status quo. And so what I do is I get them to really understand the impact that their assumptions have. So we dig deep, we explore what are the assumptions that they're making about their business, about themselves, about their clients, about what's possible. And we really get to see, are they working for them or against them? And I get them to upgrade these assumptions. And as they do, their thinking shifts, the problems fall away, and opportunities arise. And there's just one beautiful little example I've had recently of a client where they'd been told that the industry assumption was that it would take them a good 6, 7 or 8 years to really get into this market. And they played with the assumption that what if they could do it in 6 months? Now that's a radical challenging of assumptions. And as a result of this, that's what they've done. So what I see is that people they're not tuning into their assumptions, and they're certainly not intentional enough about them. So what I want to do is give you 5 steps that you can take so that you can really tune into whether your assumptions are working for you or if they're just holding you back. So number 1, slow down and identify an area of your business that is holding you back. Then write down a list of all the assumptions that you're making around this area of your business. Then ask yourself, are these assumptions really true or not? Now this is where the fun starts. What I want you to do is play with reversing those assumptions or just radically changing them and see how your thinking shifts. And then 5, play with possibility to see how these new assumptions might indeed shape your strategy and your business. And what you're going to find is they're going to open up new potential, new opportunities, new revenue streams and profit. And that's what you all want, isn't it, as business founders? And you want to make an impact. And so by challenging these assumptions, you're far more likely to be able to challenge the status quo that you know you want to disrupt. So let me just recap. What we're seeing is that we're making assumptions the whole time, but we're just not conscious of what they are. And these assumptions can make or break your business. So what I want you to do is become tune into them, and then become far more intentional about creating assumptions that work for you and that help you create solutions. And let me know, what's your experience of challenging assumptions? How transformational have they been for you in your business? And if you've enjoyed this, subscribe to the channel to receive more value-added videos.